First, I want to take the time to thank you for coming and welcome you to San Antonio. My name is Lauren Packer-Webster, and I'm the media coordinator for this week's event. Thank you to the administrators, the sports information staffs, and our media professionals who have made it here today to join us with our 8 esteemed guests and our wonderful student athletes.
It's been close to 365 days since we left here, and the shirts that we had made up a couple weeks ago say "Run with Endurance," and based on Hebrews 12, 1 through 3.
Certainly, Ashland's a great team. They were number 1 when we played them, and have just been on top all year long. I love what Sue said. She's kept her team focused. For that team to have the pressure they've had on them all year long and to stay focused like they have, and even to go through an injury, speaks to what a strong team that they have. And I think as far as whether or not it's better to play each other or not, I agree with Sue. You play your conference teams twice. So the only thing we really have is that one game from 33 games ago, and then a few games that maybe we picked up along the way that we can see if there's been, how many adjustments or whatever. So I'm not sure it's a huge benefit to have played each other. I certainly think it's unique. You're going to go to the Elite Eight. I did not expect to play Ashland in the Elite Eight. I didn't even think about it until I hadn't even looked at the brackets. I hadn't even looked at the brackets to know anything, and then to see that I was playing Ashland, or we were playing Ashland. We're excited, of course, to be here at the Elite Eight, and we're excited to play Ashland. I don't like to play my friends, but we have to, so that's just the way it is.
Carrie Daugherty is an extremely humble person. She acknowledges that it's the Lord that's blessed her with her talents, and she wants to play for Him. And I witnessed that for 2 years, and she just doesn't talk the talk, but walks the walk. I think the best way to describe her is she never takes a possession off. And whether that's in a shoot-around, whether it's in a practice, whether it's in a game, it's the same intensity. She goes about her life the same way in the classroom, as a tremendous student, and just a great role model. And the impact she's had on her program has been huge. We weren't here before Carrie Daugherty, so obviously it's huge. And I'm very blessed. I mean, God has blessed us richly with just great kids, and Carrie's coached 34 years. And never coached anyone like her. And I should get on the white horse and ride out of town, I guess. But she's extremely special and a great teammate.
Well, first of all, I thought it was the last question about Carrie Daugherty. Ashland is not just Carrie Daugherty. First of all, I don't think you can fall for that one. So I'm not falling for that one. Okay, they have a lot of good players, and they didn't get here on Carrie Daugherty's back. They got here because they're a very good team and very experienced, and they can shoot it really well from the outside and just work really well together. And if anybody's looking, they average just over 12 turnovers a game. I don't think we had a game all year that we had just 12 turnovers. If there was one, I can't remember what it was. So they're very efficient with the ball, and I think as many of these teams, many coaches have said, I think you're going to see a great game. I think Sue and I have coached against each other for a while when we were in the GLIAC together, and so I have great respect for their program, great respect for her. She runs her program the right way, and her players play team basketball, and I know she calls that AU basketball, and I call that GU basketball, or GAN basketball. So we're very similar in that sense. I think that we really believe in team. And so I think that was evident even in our first game. They jumped on us early, and we were able to hang around and kind of get a little bit close and kind of make a game out of it somewhat. So I think we're very similar in that sense, that we're just both really into team.
We did have some great battles in the GLIAC, and I have the utmost respect for our Cleve Wright team, because they're always going to be disciplined. They're going to execute the way that he's taught them to, and that's with perfection. And everything I've seen from this team of his this year emulates that, as did all those teams in the past in the GLIAC. I again have said this because they're freshmen, and we know freshmen this time of year are no longer freshmen, and he has just nurtured them, and they have really grown up throughout their season, and I'm very, very impressed with that. Maybe one of the differences from 33 games ago when we saw them, but they've got the threat from the inside, from the outside, always been able to knock down those threes, even contested. And it's a class program run by a class coach, and it's going to be fun. I remember sitting up here last year, and Shaw had been here the year before, and I remember that he said the same thing. And I think the familiarity is nice, and of how things go and what's expected and what we do, and community service was phenomenal today as well. And so it's good, but at the same time, it's great teams that are back and are here, and we're back, and new challenges there, and all we're focusing on is tomorrow and Indiana.